yesterday was a dream. Tomorrow is a vision, but a day well lived makes every yesterday a reverie of happiness and every tomorrow a conception of hope. Good evening to all excellencies, prominent delegates, ladies and gentlemen, and of course my fellow peers to this dazzling day with great elation and boundless exultation. I am Reema Shaji, host for this awe-inspiring event. I feel honored to extend my warm welcome to an array of intellectuals, honorable guests, and my philanthropic peers to the inaugural ceremony of Renaissance 2.0. Renaissance 2.0 is a unique membership development initiative of the IEEE Kerala Section supported by the Art and Students Activities Committee under MDLT. The event aims to provide an ubiquitous view of IEEE, expose student branches to actively develop their membership count and build up a student branch on their own by giving them proper and explicit knowledge about being an IEEE member. May gratitude open our eyes, soften our hearts, and invite us to find purpose in everyday moments. I would like to call upon Ms. Irene Mariam Sargent for reciting the IEEE Code of Ethics. Please, Irene.
We can move on to the next slide. We, the members of the IEEE, in recognition of the importance of technologies in affecting the quality of life throughout the world and in accepting a personal obligation to our profession, its members, and the communities we serve, do hereby commit ourselves to the highest ethical and professional conduct and agree to accept responsibility in making engineering decisions consistent with the safety, health, and welfare of the public, and to disclose promptly factors that might endanger the public or the environment, to avoid real or perceived conflicts of interest whenever possible, and to disclose them to affected parties when they do exist, to be honest and realistic in stating claims or estimates based on available data, to reject bribery in all its forms, to improve the understanding of technology, its appropriate application, and potential consequences, to maintain and improve our technical competence, and to undertake technological tasks for others only if qualified by training or experience, or after full disclosure of pertinent limitations, to seek, accept, and offer honest criticism of technical work, to acknowledge and correct errors, and to credit properly the contribution of others, to treat fairly all persons regardless of such factors as race, religion, gender, disability, age, or national origin, to avoid injuring others, their property, reputation, or employment by false or malicious action, to assist colleagues and co-workers in their professional development and to support them in following this code of ethics. Over to you, Reema.
Thank you, Erin. So now I would like to invite Mr. Shankar J, Chair of Student Activities Committee and IEEE Kerala Section for the welcome address. He was the Secretary of IEEE Kerala Chapter. As the saying goes, leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. We are all proud of you and your hard work in the IEEE Kerala Section. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so I guess with the welcome, we'll move on to the about of Renaissance. Okay, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good day, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Professor Jen de la Cruz, for accepting our invitation and joining the student leaders here. So just to talk briefly about Renaissance, anyway, after the welcome, we will hear about what is the Renaissance 2.0 from Karthik, the MDC chair. So before that, acknowledging Professor Jen for taking her time from the busy schedule from the region 10 to be a part of IEEE Kerala Section most prestigious event. And we have Professor Nandan, Mini ma'am, and the section leadership, Kasim sir, Biju sir, as well as Gilay sir here. So it's indeed a great honor, and it's indeed a great privilege for me exclusively, because Professor Nandan was a previous SAC in 2019 and 20, and he has initiated this wonderful Renaissance version 1, and the pre SACs that have already set a high standards in previous years. So it's very difficult for the coming SACs to keep up. So with that note, thank you, Professor Nandan, for being here. And it's indeed a great joy here. And we have a very vibrant volunteer as Karthik, who's going to lead the membership development team with the support of the senior veterans like Karsin sir and Minima, who is there. She was also a very crucial part in students activity committee. And it's indeed a great honor and privilege to deliver a proper welcome address to the esteemed panelists here. First of all, I would like to welcome Professor Jennifer de la Cruz, who is current chair of Region 10 Students Activity Committee. And thank you officially for granting us the fund for conducting the new initiative of MDL. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, ma'am, for joining. We would like to hear a few words from you and formally inaugurate the session. And next, I would like to welcome Professor Mount Carson. He's a senior veterans in IEEE Kerala Section, and he always speaks statistics to the core. We will know what are the labs and drawbacks that we need to know. And we are indeed very fortunate for him to be presiding over this function. And we are very fortunate to have him as a very senior veteran who keeps tweaking, I would say, the IEEE statics globally, I would say. And that has also created a very good impact on what are the labs there and where we should address, especially the students' activity. And thank you, Kasi sir, for joining us today for a quick session. Thank you, sir. And next, I would like to thank Sharada ma'am initially. She has facing a lot of health issues, so she couldn't join here, but she has been an immense support of all the student activities, vibrant activities over the section, and thank you. On her absence, I welcome her for also. And next is for any events that we do. As a faculty myself, I always talk that documentation is very important. So section being one of the vibrant sections overall, previous, I would say that this is a first time in the year where half of the year IEEE Kerala section has been top of the membership because of the constant effort from all the volunteers around Kerala. So a proper documentation is a great one. And in that epitome, I would say that Dr. Gilesh MP, Secretary of IEEE Kerala section, is the one who collects all the reports and documents, everything that IEEE Kerala section has to offer for 1 year, and this continuing so. So Gilesh sir, welcome Gilesh sir for joining us today and sparing your valuable time here with the entire team. Thank you, Gilesh sir, for coming. And next, I would like to again invite Dr. Biju K, who is very close friend as well as a mentor to me regarding all the reportings and funds. So initially, when I joined as Secretary of Communication Society, he's a go-to person that I had when how to execute the roles of Secretary of Communication Society. So unfortunately, due to some of his late minutes, he couldn't join right away now. So we are hoping to him to join soon. Last, not but the least, but the second last, I will say, I would like to dearly welcome Professor Nandan. Is a very close friend of mine, as well as I would say it will be like my college mate, I would say batchmate. Professor Nandan is very dear friend, as well as he's a close mentor also, especially regarding the student activity. So thank you, Professor Nandan, for taking the time and joining us. I could see Minimam. Minimam is one of the veterans in IEEE Kerala section. I would say the MGAV member of IEEE Kerala section, and the go-to-go person also. So she also has led the students activity committee in the past years, and she's a person who takes a lot of session for the student community, and she spars out of enthusiasm. So it's not up to the mark. So restricting each and every one points, we have a lot to say as a volunteers of IEEE Kerala section. Thank you, Minimam, for joining, and she was constantly asking for on joining. So we are very much very enthusiastic for your eagerness. Thank you, Minimam, for joining today. And of course, last but not the least are the participants. I would say that student leaders here. So I could see 82 members here. So we have around 200 participants selected, student volunteers selected from student branches, from the upcoming student branches, I would say. So student leaders, I would say. So these are the students who will be leading IEEE Kerala section from student branches, the societies, IEEE Link, that is Students Activity Committee. So these are the students that are expected to lead the next year. So welcome all, and thank you all for sitting. And I give a thanks as well as a big welcome to all the branch councillors that is present here. And thank you all, and thank you for so thank you all. So over to you, Rima.
Thank you so much, sir, for leading the enthusiasm in the gathering. So moving on, the next dignitary to honor us with his presence is Mr. Karthik K, the Membership Development Chair of IEEE Kerala Section, to give an introduction on Renaissance 2.0. Please, sir.
Dignitaries, good evening, everyone. So let's see what actually Renaissance actually is. So Renaissance 2.0 is membership development initiative IEEE Kerala section and IEEE Link, supported by Gen 10 Student Activities Committee under the Membership Development Leadership and Training. So it actually provides a comprehensive view of IEEE to the student leaders who are actually gathered here. And the main focus of the event is to uplift the government SBs as well as expand the membership base of the existing SBs, and also to develop the volunteers by pairing up with the active ones. And so this is actually a 4-week long event which is exclusive of sessions of leadership and professional development and volunteering ethics and guidelines, membership transitions and membership drives, student branch operations, then society and affinity groups, interactions, chapter presentations and VTools reporting, also OU analytics. So this actually comprises of the things that we have actually seen, and the participants are student volunteers here and also volunteering leaders of the student branches across Kerala who will receive the training sessions in leadership and techno-managerial skills through the interactive activities and competitions along the professional networking opportunities. And so through this initiative, the participants could provide a fellow SP members an opportunity to experience the true benefits of IEEE membership with the great number of engagement programs and the resulting activities in the rise of student membership count and retention rate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on. Leadership is lifting a person's vision to higher heights, raising a person's performance to a higher standard, and building a personality beyond its normal limitations. I am exceptionally overjoyed to take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day. She is none other than Professor Jennifer de la Cruz, Chair of IEEE Region 10 Students Activities Committee. She has received bachelor's degree in engineering from Mapua University, master's degree and PhD in electronics and communication engineering from De La Salle University in Philippines. She is also the research coordinator at School of Electrical, Electronics and Computer Engineering at Mapua University. She has been an IEEE volunteer for Region 10 and Philippine section for more than 9 years. She's got more than 30 years of teaching experience. So it's my honor to invite Professor Jennifer de la Cruz for the inaugural address. Please, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. Hello, everyone. And good evening to all the Executive Committee of Kerala Section, affinity group chairs, members, participants, and organizers. It is indeed an honor for me to inaugurate Renaissance 2. You will not replicate this kind of activity if it is not a success. So when this submission funding was evaluated, of course, with the leadership of one of the prides of IEEE Art and SAC, Dr. Nandan, I know that this proposal will win. This relevant activity under MDLT, or Membership Development and Leadership Training, is very timely, an excellent strategy that can be perfectly accomplished in times of pandemic. This is also the best time to explore digital platforms and take advantage of technology. Well, in fact, we are IEEE. And yes, of course, we miss the times where we can have a face-to-face meeting to plan this kind of event, visit our offices and schools, and interact with our co-volunteers. And by the way, I heard that you have a soon-to-open office at Kochi, and you must be very excited to inaugurate it, having an actual coffee and donut session with friends and IEEE members that you have not seen for more than a year. How wonderful it is to share ideas and experiences with your colleagues face to face, conceptualize new projects, or benchmark with award-winning strategies. Yet, surprisingly, our organizations still thriving. Do you agree with me? We are thriving, even if everything is done virtually. Why? Because we are IEEE. We are technology-driven, we are resourceful, and we are resilient. Renaissance 2 is a unique 4-week membership development activity. This will provide broader view of IEEE and its vision, increase student membership count, and uplift dormant SBs through exposure and engagement. And with Kerala, I know that this is not impossible. Your section is an award-winning section. I can see how you supported your student branches because I can monitor all the submissions as the chair of Art and SAC, how they actively participate by submitting proposals for funding, contests, and awards in Art and SAC. You guys are very visible in every endeavor that Art and do. You see, in Art and SAC, we envision to support the development of student leaders in the sections and student branch level, because eventually this will help enhance the growth of IEEE students in the region. But every time I encounter successful activities organized by sections and SBs such as this, Renaissance, I always believe that the ingenuity and resourcefulness of IEEE members are our greatest asset. You guys are our assets. And we at IEEE Student SAC holds the responsibility to connect the sections of the regions and support them in the operation of student activities. Art and SAC acts as a bridge between the regional students and the MGA. My role in Art10 is to oversee your work and recognize your achievements. This Renaissance 2 is not an easy task to organize. Imagine how Kerala manages 108 student branches, how they manage to organize a 4-week event with talks and application-oriented sessions. It is impressive to successfully gather together IEEE great minds, experts, and professionals for a greater goal. And so the much-awaited part is here. Let us now open your event. You know how much I admire the officers and organizers of Kerala, most especially Nandan, because he will help me answer all the queries later on. So please do not leave me, Nandan. Again, congratulations and good job to you. Thank you very much for your invitation, and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me your gracious presence by joining us today. We also have a small token of appreciation here for you, ma'am. We would like to present you with the memento as a token of appreciation, ma'am. Thomas. I guess Thomas is facing some technical issues.
Sorry for that. I was facing a technical issue. I apologize for the same.
It's okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you also. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a piece of appreciation from our side, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving on. We have an eminent personality, Professor Mohammed Qasim, the Vice Chair of IEEE Kerala Section. He was also the Chair of Student Activities Committee and various leadership roles in the section. So let us have the privilege of listening to his adventurous journey in IEEE. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rima. Dear Professor Jennifer Della Cruz, Chair Art and SAC, then Dr. Mini Ulanat, Dr. Biju, Dr. Gilesh, Mr. Nandan, Mr. Shankar, Mr. Karthik, and Ms. Fida. Thank you very much for this Renaissance 2, organizing such a wonderful event lasting for 4 weeks. And let me introduce our Kerala section and the current position of Kerala section. Kerala section started as a subsection in 1975 under India section, and it was moved to the subsection under Bangalore section in 1975 when India Council was formed. Then Kerala's subsection moved to a independent section in 1983. And so the first student branch of Kerala section was the student branch at College of Engineering, Trivandrum, very close to the IEEE people located at Trivandrum. Then we had 8 more student branches in the 20th century, that is in the 1990s, and 3 society chapters. The first society chapter was the Computer Society chapter, and the second one the IEEE PLS joint chapter, and the third one the Power and Energy Society chapter. And you can see that these are formed. We do have 2 subsections under Kerala section now, and one is the Malabar subsection formed in October 2010, and the second one, the Kochi subsection, formed in June 2011. Sorry, Malabar subsection in 2010 and Kochi subsection in June 2011 under Kerala section. And we have 3 chapters and 9 student branch in 1990s. And moving to currently we have 13 independent society chapters, 1 joint chapter, and 4 affinity groups. Next slide, please. 4 affinity groups and nearly 85 active student branches in Kerala section at present. And the current strength of membership is 10,338 as on today, and the Kerala section stands second in world ranking, just behind Beijing section. So that is the status of our membership count. We are leading, and we were on number 1, but recently Beijing has took over us, and they moved to first with 10,800 members. So there is a slight difference of 500 members there. And we have 13 independent society chapters, that is the Antenna Propagation, Circuits and Systems, Communication Society, Computer Society, Education Society, recently formed, then Engineering in Medicine and Biology Society, Geoscience and Remote Sensing Society, Microwave Theory and Technique Society, Photonic Society. The last week it has approved. Then we have the Power and Energy Society with the maximum number of student branch chapters, that is 44 student branch chapters. And then Robotics and Automation Society, Signal Processing Society, Society on Social Implication of Technology. So the figures inside the bracket indicates the number of student branch chapters and the current member count for the societies. And Kerala section member count is, as you can see, it is 10,338 with 428 graduate student members. and 23 life senior and 1 life member, and 919 members and 257 senior members. And we do have 8,631 student members. That is 84% of the membership is contributed by the students. So our student members are our strength, and the chapter activities and the student branch chapter activities and the affinity group activities and the section activities contribute to the section vibrancy and the membership increase. And we do have 4 affinity groups also. And the joint chapter is the IEEE PLS joint chapter with 3,124 members. So the Power and Energy Society chapter is with 3,855 members. The IEEE PLS joint chapter is with 3,124 members, and the Computer Society is with 2,962 members. And these 3 society chapters rank number 1, 2, and 3 respectively in world ranking in respect of membership counts as well as the activities also. So these are the 3 student branch. These are the 3 society chapters formed in 1990s, and they are doing the best in world in 2021 also. So congratulations to the office bearers of these 3 chapters, and the remaining chapters, they are also trying to their level best to come up, and we hope we can move to the best in the world, best of the chapters or section in the world. And next slide, please. And as I told you, we do have 85 active student branches and 10 dormant branches. And for the student members, the information that is a dormant student branches means a student branch having less than 10 active student members, and is also not having the specified number of 4 technical activities. And so here it counts to 95. And as or Jennifer Della Cruz was saying, we were having nearly 110 student branches, but some 10 to 15 are now is without any members, and we are trying to reactivate those student branches also as part of this program and the coming programs ahead of us. And the outstanding 13 student branches with 200 plus members are the outstanding is the Tajagiri School of Engineering and Technology with 524 members, and they are in position 5 in world ranking also in terms of membership count. And then comes the MA College of Engineering, Adi Shankara, Government College of Engineering, Kannur, TKM College of Engineering, then Changanur College of Engineering, MES College of Engineering, Government Engineering College, Barton Hill, SCT College of Engineering, Trivandrum, then Government Engineering College, Thrissur, RIT, Kottayam, Muthoot Institute of Technology and Science, Ernakulam, and FISAT, Ankamali. So these are the 13 student branches with 200 and plus members. And we do have nearly 60 plus student branches with very good number of student members, that is 50 plus student numbers. And some are less than 50, but less than 10 means we are currently with 8 to 10 student branches with less than 10. And we are trying by this program Renaissance, we are planning to get all the student branches under the count of 50 to reach 50 and above. So that is our aim, and our aim is another target is to make all the dormant branches to active status, that is with more than 10 members, or we are targeting for a membership of 50 plus in all these cases. Next slide. So the heart of the student branch activities is comprised by the link, that is a local integrated network of Kerala IEEE students, which was officially inaugurated in January 2000 by the then IEEE President, Mr. Cleon Anderson. And this link actually constituted to integrate the activities of all the student branches across Kerala. And the offices from its inception, Mr. Gopakumar sir, he was the first president of Link for a period of 2005-9. Then Jason Ebi Sabu, Mini Ulanat, then me for 2 years. and Shabrinath Pillai for another 3 years, and Nandan, he is also here, he is for 2 years, and Shankar is now leading the SAC team, that is the link team. And the current link team consists of the student activity committee chair, that is Shankar. Then we do have 3 vice chairs of student activities committee, representing each of the hubs, Travancore, Kochi and Malabar hub. That Kerala section is hub-wise divided into 3. Then we do have student representative, then technical coordinator, electronic communication coordinator, women in engineering coordinator, HSC and webmaster, and then student representatives of computers society, communication society, then IEEE, PLS and RAS, then the hub representatives of Travancore, Kochi and Malabar, and all this that is a link team that we are the team behind this Renaissance. They organize all these events to make the student branches more and more vibrant, and especially the inactive or the dormant student branches or student branches with less than 50 members. They are planning to make all these student branches to a vibrant level, and we are planning for that. We are working for that. And the total integrated work of all these OUs, that is the section, do have some 14-15 standing committees, then the 13 society chapters and the 1 joint chapter, the 4 affinity groups, and we do have another on RFID council also, plus this student branches, 85 student branches and nearly 220 student branch chapters. We constitute the total power force of Kerala section, and we are working for the section, and we are bagging too many awards in the MGA in R10 level as well as the global level. And last year in next slide please. Last year in for the 2020 activities, our 7 student branches bagged the 2020 MGA Region 10 Exemplary Student Branch Awards. That is the Adi Shankara Institute of Engineering and Technology, College of Engineering Changanur, College of Engineering Karnatapalli, Government College of Engineering Kannur, NSS College of Engineering Palakkad, RIT Kottayam, then St. Joseph's College of Engineering and Technology Palay. So these 7 colleges bagged outstanding R10 Exemplary Student Branch Award for 2020, and this is the first time that 7 student branches are getting this R10 Exemplary Student Branch Award. And before it was only 1 student branch getting, but for the participants, that is the representatives of the student branches, if you work hard and if you perform very good, there is a possibility of getting R10 Exemplary Student Branch Award for all of you. Now, if MJ can give this award to 7 branches of our Kerala section, then they can definitely give more number if we perform very well. And Kerala section is also doing very well. That is Kerala section bagged prestigious 2020 MG Outstanding Large Section Award, then 2019 R10 Distinguished Large Section Award, and in 2015 we bagged MG Outstanding Large Section Award, then MG Outstanding Section Membership Retention Performance, and R10 Distinguished Large Section Award also. So as a whole, IEEE Kerala section is performing very well, and I thank all the volunteers of IEEE Kerala section for their efforts putting together and making Kerala section a vibrant, and thank R10 SAC and all IEEE the headquarters and all our society chapters and so on for supporting us in tremendous. Thank you all, and wish this event a grand success. Thank you. Bye. Back to.
Thank you so much, sir, for your influential talk. We are charmed by your sharp eloquence. As a token of appreciation, we would like to present you with a memento.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on. The next distinguished guest to honor us with his presence is Dr. Gireesh MP, Secretary of IEEE Kerala Section. He was the Vice Chair and Treasurer of the IEEE Malabar subsection. He has received a master's degree in Computer Science Engineering from the Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, and PhD from the National Institute of Technology, Calicut. He's also got more than 10 years of teaching experience. I would like to welcome Dr. Gilesh MP to cast the light of his knowledge upon us. Please, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Jen de la Cruz, Vice Chair of Kerala Section, Professor Mohammed Qasim, Treasurer Dr. Biju Nandan, my mentor, I should say, mentor and close friend, Minnie ma'am, and all the volunteers and student members of IEEE who are present over here. A good day to all of you. It's indeed a pleasure to join this bridge for this event because I should say Mohammed Qasim sir has been working hard for the past 1 year, maybe 6 months or 7 months on the membership aspect of the Kerala section. And he has been constantly following the memberships of section, especially the student memberships and the dormant student branches of Kerala section. And thanks to the SAC team or the MD team who has submitted a proposal to the SAC, Art and SAC, and also I thank Art and SAC for approving that fund for Kerala section. And as I understand, it's always in the case of student branches, we have always seen the very high fluctuations in memberships in many student branches, not all, I would say, at least a few of them. And this has been, in my opinion, that's a personal experience for me, from my college. It is, essentially, it can be accounted to the activities or the level of engagement the leadership makes in activities or technological activities in the colleges, and the members should have a feeling of gaining something from their membership over their previous year, I would say, or the term of their memberships. And that essentially matters, or that essentially implicates the retainment, or what you call the sustainability of membership in all the student branches. So in my opinion, it's always, if all those student volunteers here and the members here who are leaders of their own student branches, I would say, please do engage your members with the very relevant activities, I should say, because if it is going to be a student branch, you can have any technological activity, but when it comes to society chapters, you are supposed to engage students with activities which are pertaining to those societies, and that would make them value the membership of IEEE membership, the student membership, and that would in turn help you in retaining the membership and grow your student branches larger. And I should say all those top student branches that was listed by Qasim sir, and he's given a very nice statistics on the memberships and other the student branch activities. I should say all of them have grown with those tremendous or enormous activities they have been organizing in their institution and across student branches. So that would be my advice to all of you present here. And as Dr. Jen was saying, we are all resourceful. We have a very resourceful community, professional community in Kerala. And as I said, we are resilient too, because we have shown ourselves that we can engage, organize too many events. We have, I think it has at least doubled, approximately doubled, I guess, in the last, into 2020. So that means we are able to adjust to the situation, and we have been going through very tough 1.5 years. And I say I'm the only secretary in the section who hasn't visited the section office, never in his tenure. Okay. That's it. So anyways, so that's having said that, I also like to make an announcement that Ramesh shared just today morning, I guess. The Future 50 promotion is still going on for the next 2 years, considering this corona situation. So you can also make use of that benefit and engage more students in activities and have growth in the memberships as well. And that should benefit the student branch at the lowest level, and the subsections you have, and also the section at large. So I wish all success for this event, and let us grow together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So we will have a small token of appreciation here for you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Moving on. It's my honor to introduce Dr. Biju K, Treasurer of IEEE Kerala Section, to this event, but unfortunately he couldn't make it this time due to some reasons, but we are happy to have his presence. Thank you, everyone. Moving on. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Nankanes for the felicitation address. He is the funding coordinator of IEEE Region 10 Students Activities Committee. He is also the chair of Young Professionals under IEEE Kerala Section. He was also the former chair and vice chair of Student Activities. His volunteering contributions to student activities was remarkable. He has won various awards and recognitions in section and regional level for the same. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rima. Okay, good evening all, and respected colleagues, IEEE colleagues here, Kasim sir, Mini ma'am, Gilesh sir, Shankar, Professor Jen, a very special person from IEEE Region 10. All right, I would like to express a sincere gratitude to the IEEE SAC team of Kerala Section for inviting me to this function. It's a very happy moment for me to be part of the second version of Renaissance. Why? Because last year we conducted this event as part of the Region 10 MDLT fund. It was a massive success. We did a lot of series of events as part of this Renaissance. So it's so happy to see that this year also, our SAC team is very much vibrant, and SAC team along with membership development team is very much vibrant to plan the activities in a very well structured manner. And this is the first time we are hosting Professor Jennifer for a Kerala Section event. And for me, it's so special since I am very, very much fortunate enough to be, here along with Professor Jen. Professor Jen is such a nice person to work with as well as to learn from, because I'm a part of Art and Student Activities Committee as the funding coordinator, and Professor Jen is the Student Activities Committee chair. So we do a lot of interactions, and we used to learn a lot from Professor Jen. So happy to be here with Professor Jen. And I would like to appreciate SAC team, especially, and membership development team of IEEE Kerala Section for successfully submitting the proposal to execute Renaissance 2.0, the second version of Renaissance, as part of the Membership Development and Leadership Training Fund of IEEE Region 10 Student Activities Committee. So I have gone through the detailed event plan a couple of days back, and it seems very much impressive. And I'm also happy to join the event for a couple of sessions, regarding this Execom management all. So I'm pretty sure that I will definitely meet the participants here within a few days. The whole intention of this membership development and leadership training fund is to hold, or is to support dormant SBs, basically, thereby improving the membership statistics of various sections. So this is the whole idea of this fund. So Renaissance 2.0 itself, if we go through the proposal as well, it was amazing. We actually have, as Kasim sir rightly mentioned, we have close to 110 student branches, out of which some are inactive. So even though we are globally #1 in terms of the student membership count, or I should say globally number 2 in terms of the overall membership count. So it's not just about increasing the overall membership statistics. This event mainly focuses to reach out to dormant student branches, reach out to active student volunteers in dormant as well as active student branches, thereby bringing the benefits of IEEE to those people. So this is the whole initiative, and this indirectly will help us to improve the overall membership statistics of the section. And we are doing it in a very nice way. We have planned it in a very nice way. Nice to see the wonderful schedule as well. And the whole intention of art and SAC team as well. As Professor Jen rightly mentioned, the whole intention of art and SAC team led by Professor Jen also is also to reach out to dormant student branches across all sections under Region 10. And we are trying our level best to reach out to those, especially in China and all. We are trying our level best to reach out to dormant student branches and to support active student branches there. We know the term dormant is just in terms of numbers, but we are very proud that even though there are lesser in numbers in the student branch, there are some very vibrant, very energetic, very passionate volunteers over there in the student branch. And I could see those vibrant volunteers here attending today's session. So we are just focusing on your energy level, your dedication, and that's the reason why you are here, right? So what you have to do is you have to support your student branch, right? So we will have a lot of sessions here as part of this event. We'll be doing a lot of mentoring sessions. We are also incorporating active student branches to become part of this event. And you people, you are very dynamic. You have to learn a lot, and at the same time, you have to help your student branch to grow. You have to help other student volunteers in your student branch. You just focus more on membership development by doing more technical activities there within your student branch. That definitely help to reduce the number of dormant student branches within our section. So that is one request to you. You people are amazing. You are very energetic. That is the reason you are here. So it's not about the number of student members in your student branch. You have taken up the challenge. You are right now here. So now a very big task is there upon you. You have to go back and uplift your student branch. You have to support your student branch. This is what we are expecting from you people. And we are sure that being very dynamic and being very energetic, we are pretty sure that it's very easy to be done. And because of all these, because of the successful implementation of this event last year as well, we could increase our student membership count like anything. And we are pretty sure that we will repeat the same even in a better way this year as well. And you will come to know about the infinite number of the n number of opportunities available in IEEE through the series of events happening here. So you have to convey it back to your section, and that base, to your student branch. To your student branch. Thereby, you itself will learn you will learn a lot, and you will mold yourself to great leaders. So for student members, obviously, IEEE opportunities are beyond your expectations, and you will get infinite chances to volunteer, to showcase your leadership skills, to learn, and ultimately become a technology enthusiast and become an industry ready person after 4 years of your engineering life. So please explore and make use of all these benefits. So I'm sure you will definitely find excellent monitoring network through all the series of events planned here. And all the very best to the representatives from the various student branches, and all the very best to the coordinators of IEEE Kerala section, especially the SAC team and MD team. I wish all success to this event, and a very special thanks to Professor Jan for your presence first time in Kerala section event, and Kerala section SAC team. Thanks for your wonderful efforts. I would like to appreciate basically your wonderful efforts behind coordinating this. So all the very best. Thank you so much.
So much, sir. We also have a small token of appreciation here for you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's commemorate this event with a group photo. I request everyone to turn on their cameras. So Thomas will be taking the photo, right?
Yes, I'll be taking the photo. So if you could all smile at the count of 3 and then IEEE, it'd be great. 3, 2, 1, IEEE. Thank you for that, everyone.
Thank you so much. Moving on. Last but not the least, it's my pleasure to welcome Ms. S. Fida Fatima, Membership Development Coordinator of IEEE Link, for the vote of thanks. Please, Fida.
Thanks. So a very good day to each and everyone present here in this meeting. It is really nice to have all of you here. Respected chief guest, our chair of Region 10 Student Activities Committee, Professor Jennifer De La Cruz, honorable speakers of the occasion, my dear teammates, volunteers, and participants. Renaissance 2.0, the membership development initiative of the Kerala Section and IEEE Link, supported by Region 10 MDLT. Our most awaited event has officially been inaugurated today, and it is an honor to meet our respected dignitaries that we have today. And it's indeed a really blessed opportunity for all of us. And now, without any further ado, I would like to officially propose the vote of thanks for the session. So firstly, I would like to sincerely thank our respected chief guest, Professor Jennifer De La Cruz, for lighting the torch to our event. Ma'am, we really hope to shine as bright as that light, and we really hope to come up with exciting results for our event. And ma'am, your talk was indeed inspiring, and we were really happy to hear a lot from you. And we are happy to have you here at Kerala Section, and we are happy that your first time is in our event as well. We are really happy about it. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And now I would like to thank our beloved Professor Muhammad Qasim sir, Vice Chair of IEEE Kerala Section, for his valuable words. He had presented statistics about our Kerala Section and the membership development as well. It was nice that you gave us an overview on that, sir. Thank you so much for that, and for all the valuable thoughts you've shared from the beginning of the concept of conducting a Renaissance 2.0 and till now, and the things yet to come. Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to thank Dr. Gilesh MP, Secretary, IEEE Kerala Section. He has also been with us with our meetings with Qasim sir as well, and he has also shared his very important overviews on all aspects that he can. And thank you so much for that also, sir. I would also like to thank Dr. Biju K, Treasurer of IEEE Kerala Section. Unfortunately, he was not able to join, I guess. And thank you. I would like to also thank him on behalf of our section. And also Professor Mr. Nandan sir, Funding Coordinator, Art and Student Activities Committee. Sir, you are a bunch of energy, so thank you so much. Now, there's a moment when you were talking, there's a lot of energy that spreads across, and thank you so much, sir. That's all we need to take our event a lot further. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that. Then our beloved Professor Mr. Shankar J, our Chair of Student Activities Committee, who've been with us, correcting each and everything until now, and a lot more to come. We are really blessed to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for being with us. And also our Membership Development Chair of IEEE Kerala Section, Mr. Karthik K, our lead. Thank you so much. And you've been also a great support for us. Thank you so much. And finally, to all the attendees of today's session for making it so special for us. And yes, yes, sir.
Amarnath Raja sir is also with us.
Yes.
Amarnath Raja sir is also with us.
Okay, Raja sir, welcome.
Yeah.
And Mini ma'am, thank you. Mini ma'am also, I guess Mini ma'am has also joined. Thank you so much to Mini ma'am also for joining. And to all the attendees, as I mentioned, I would also like to thank each and every person who've supported us to come up with this event. And we really hope to go a lot further on. We hope to create more changes, and we hope to bring up very fruitful outputs out of our event. And once again, a warm welcome to all the participants to Renaissance 2.0 with a hope for a very exciting and fruitful event. I would like to conclude. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that. That was a great conclusion for today's event. Now we'll move on to the interactive forum. Over to Aditya and Neil.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Greetings, one and all present here. And I would like to thank Shankar sir, Karthik sir, Jennifer ma'am, Mohammed Qasim sir, Gilesh sir, Nandan sir for your dedicated speech on the Renaissance 2.0, as well as some of the in milestones we achieved in Kerala section. And it was very wonderful having you all today in this beautiful evening. So from now, we actually invite all the participants to start. You can ask questions to our forum members regarding about their experiences in IEEE as well. And we are actually, our forum members are ready to answer, to take up your queries and to answer them. So the stage is yours. And also, sir, to continue with the discussion, we earlier had some few questions available from our respected participants during the event. So I would like to ask this question on behalf of them to Jennifer ma'am. So one of the question we received was about your experience with IEEE in the recent years. So how it all started and was it going?
Hi, okay. So my experience in my section here in the Philippines is of course, I started with our volunteering from the committee level. I started with Women in Engineering. Then I became the vice chair of the section for 3 consecutive years. And then after that, I became the chair of the Republic of Philippines section. And I am the founder of Women in Engineering in the Philippines, as well as the Education Society. And from then on, even in my university, I encourage student branches to be formed, and I'm consistently the advisor of our student branch in my university. And then I was invited to be part of the Region 10 as a student activity committee. And just to tell you honestly that this is my first time in Region 10. So just like what Professor Nandan is saying, if he is learning from me, I'm also learning from all of my team members in Art and SAC. So it's not an easy job, or it's not an easy task to volunteer. Everyone here, we are all volunteers. We're thinking that volunteering is just few minutes or few hours of our time, but it turned out that it's even more, or it's consuming more of your time. But I believe we're all enjoying it. We are all learning from it, and yeah, we are dedicated to IEEE. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful experience sharing with us today. And I would like to hand over to Neil.
So my next question is to Qasim sir. What do you believe are the perks of being an IEEE student member, specifically after graduation, sir?
Pardon, can you repeat?
What are the perks of being an IEEE student member, specifically after graduation?
Okay. Yeah, now we have student members joining IEEE from their first year BTech course onwards. And some students are joining during their second year and some on the third year. And normally students are first time not joining in the fourth year or that final year. And with the experience that they are gaining from IEEE student branch activities, as well as the SAC, if they are a member of SAC team, then as well as the student branch chapter office bearers, the exposure and the skills and the confidence they are getting through their volunteering in IEEE really helps a good number of students to get good jobs during their final year campus placement, because the confidence in which they address the interview board or they answer the questions the interview committee is asking, that confidence and that group working, that actually helps the students to get good placement. And I will tell you the story of, not the story, it is Akshay Krishnan of College of Engineering, Karunapalli. And he was an active student volunteer, and he worked for the student branch of College of Engineering, Karunapalli. And I selected him as the webmaster of IEEE PLS Joint Chapter in 2018. And he developed the website for IEEE PLS Joint Chapter, and we bagged the Outstanding Website Award in 2019. And he got the chance to visit America to receive the award also, along with our Dr. Biju and other faculties and student members. And IIS is offering very good support for students and student volunteers to attend their annual general meeting and so on. And Akshay, when he volunteered for the website of our PESGRE, that is an international conference organized by IEEE PLS Joint Chapter in 2020 January, that is the first international conference organized by IEEE PLS Joint Chapter. As you know that it is the second chapter in Kerala section, formed in 1989. But even then, the activities of the IEEE PLS Joint Chapter became visible only in 2018 and 19. And we had the first international conference, and he was the webmaster for that international conference. And again, he is the webmaster of APEC, that is the International Conference of Power and Energy Society. And he was the lead person of the international student-led international conference, IEEE International Conference, that is the IPRICON for 2020, and currently again he is leading that IPRICON 2021. And he got a very good placement in Technopark with very good perk. And this is the support. Actually, if you are a true volunteer, all true volunteers are going to get in future. And the second is the connectivity that you are getting in IEEE. It is a very big platform, and that actually helps you to continue your higher education in foreign universities also. No, a number of our students are now studying in foreign universities because the ambience and the energy they got from their seniors or the senior volunteers of IEEE, and we are targeting such programs also in our activities. So if you are a true volunteer and you work for IEEE as a second part, and I suggest your first part or first priority always should be for your academic. And if you give some time for volunteering, really volunteering for IEEE activities of either your student branch or your student branch chapter or the SAC team, and as you are designated for, then there is a lot of chance upcoming for you in future. And that's it. Thank you. I think the answer is satisfies your queries, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kasim, sir.
Yeah.
My next question is to Jennifer, ma'am. Ma'am, what are the milestones you have attained by virtue of being an IEEE member?
Okay, like what I have said, I've experienced different positions in as executive committee in my own section, and during that time, milestones are, of course, having been able to help your section to be recognized, because we are just a very small section, and unlike in Kerala is even 3 times or 4 times bigger than my entire section. So it's really difficult, but all I can say is during that time we were able to have PenCon, HTC. We were able to conduct all those flagship conferences in our country. So those are the things that I can recall. But like right now in my volunteering as Region 10, I know that I can learn more. And this is the part where I know that I can build more memories in meeting other regional and global members of IEEE just like you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that. And there is one more question coming for you. So we would all like to know some of the initiatives you have taken when you are a college member, IEEE student member, in your time.
I'm so sad to say that I already joined IEEE when I was taking up my PhD degree. And it's the time where I joined our section. So although Philippines is one of the oldest section, it turned out that the number of members did not increase for a given period of time. So you're very lucky that all your volunteers here, your members here are so vibrant that your growth is very fast. But in our case, during my time as a student, I volunteer as women or for women in engineering, and as probably as students in my university right now, well, I'm actually benchmarking on some of the student branches that I've observed and witnessed or in other regions, or in not just in other region, but also in region 10, because there are very successful student branches and sections in region 10. So that's all I can share, because as a student before, it's already the peak or the last part of me being a student as a PhD student. Sorry that I cannot share a lot as a student. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. What is the happiest memory that you have experienced as being a part of IEEE?
Well, I think it was during the time that I've been part of the executive committee of Region 10. I've met so many art and champions, no, art and champions who visited our country, because we or Arten or TenCon and HTC was held in our country before. So those are the times when I met a lot of this Region 10 volunteers. And then like right now, when I'm already in Region 10, I still meet them and be able to still interact with them. So that's where I learn. That I think is one of the most memorable part, because that's when you get to meet other people and interact with them. And so another memorable experience, of course, is a chance for you to be able to attend meetings with them, especially during sections meeting. So that's the time when I get to meet also other section chairs and other execom members of their respective countries. So that's it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for it. And now there is a question for Nandan sir, that what will be some of the useful IEEE resources that student can use during their research or during their academic study?
Yeah, all right. So being a student member, there are a lot of e-learning courses available with IEEE. I hope you can search IEEE Learning Network. So most of them are paid for, even though for a student member or a professional member, but still, you will get at a reduced, discounted rate for IEEE members compared to non-IEEE members. This time during this pandemic, most of the people are looking for certification courses. Why? Because the technology is growing like anything. So we are mostly looking for this kind of technology certification. So for those who are technology enthusiasts, yeah, obviously this IEEE Learning Network is one that that you can use for your research, as well as, kind of technical growth. That is one thing that you can make use of. And in addition to that, obviously, we always encourage our student volunteers to be part of conferences where you can meet a lot of professional members. So, you will be doing a lot of, being undergraduate students, you'll be doing a lot of projects, you'll be doing a lot of small assignments and all. So we request you to make it, to write it as well written IEEE paper, submit for a conference, go and present it. You interact with the research community coming over there. That definitely will help you to move more deep into your areas of interest. So in that aspect, research will definitely help. And in addition to that, for an engineering student, for an undergraduate student, a lot of competitions are there as part of IEEE. So you can be part of a lot of hackathons or a lot of coding competitions. So you can make use of all these things. In IEEE, see, mentoring opportunities are also there as part of Collaborative. So you can be a mentee or a mentor. So probably most of our undergraduate students will become mentees. So you can join, you can learn a lot from your mentors. So that is available through Collaborative. So please make use of this Collaborative for enhancing your network, your professional network. That definitely will help you. So that is one resource that you can definitely make use of. And if you are, a person who is holding a responsible position in the student branch, then IEEE Learning Network, this IEEE CLE, learning platform is there, where a lot of leadership training programs are there. These kind of leadership training programs, even though they are meant for EXICO members, that definitely will help you a lot for your professional growth, to improve your leadership qualities and all. These kind of things will definitely help. So make use of this Collaborative and attend these conferences. If possible, try to join the community discussions in Collaborative. Then definitely you will meet a lot of technicals or professionals who are doing a lot of research work there. That helps you to enhance your technical knowledge if you are more focused towards research or research related activities. Yeah, hope I answered the question.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Nandan. Thank you, Professor Nandan. I hope I'm audible. And thank you, Jennifer ma'am, for being with us today so far. We know that it's nearly going to be 9:30 over there. So thank you so much for joining. Maybe if we have any other one more question, we can have it with ma'am, and so that ma'am, we can maybe take your leave, so that we don't want to make things that your schedule gets late. So maybe we can have a quick question with ma'am, and then we can carry on with the discussion with the other panelists that we have today. Is it okay, ma'am?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this is goodbye now.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
So if you have any other final question with the ma'am, we will take that one and we will move on with the next panelist. And thank you, Jennifer ma'am, for joining us, spending your time till late evening. Thank you so much. So
Yeah,
over
the
to
picture is
Aditya.
fine. Thank you.
So we have one final question for ma'am. Ma'am, what do you believe IEEE's future holds?
Kindly repeat it again. Do you believe that?
The IEEE's future. What do you believe the IEEE's future is going to be like? What are the visions that we are focusing on?
Okay. Actually, it's like a Miss Universe question. No? So the questions are okay. So future of IEEE. Well, we are, like what I've said, we are technology driven. We are on the right track, and everything around us, all this technology, which is part of the vision of IEEE. I don't think we will be left behind. So we have a very bright future ahead for IEEE. So just hold on tight. This pandemic will of course end soon, and we will back to seeing each other face to face once again. I hope to see you face to face in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. Thank you so much.
So our next question is to Nandan sir. Nandan sir, how were your first few years at IEEE?
Yeah. Initially I worked with, IEEE being the branch counselor of a student branch. So it was, it was such a wonderful experience. I learned a lot being a member of the student branch, doing a lot of activities in the ground level, if you are more into, bigger roles, then probably you'll be more like, coordinating activities or managing these kind of activities. But if you work or volunteer within a student branch for the student members, bringing all these benefits of IEEE to the student members, that is really amazing. So you will never get the same experience if you move out of the student branch. So it's very difficult, even, it's possible to get such a large group of student volunteers within our control, where we can do amazing events. So initially, when I worked as part of, when I volunteered as part of the student branch, we could do a lot of starting from small events, technical events, starting from quizzes to competitions to expert sessions to big events like, these kind of membership development, activities, or kind of, all Kerala Student Congress, or these kind of events, or hub meets, these kind of, bigger events you'll be able to coordinate. So what all we need to do is to understand what really IEEE is, to reach out to the to each and every student volunteer, each and every member. The best possible way is to volunteer with a student branch. And I am fortunate enough to be part of a student branch. I initially I volunteered as a student branch counselor of Marble Sirius College of Engineering, Trivandrum, where we did a lot of events. We did amazing events. We increased the membership like anything, almost 2-3 times that time. It's just because of the events that we focus to make to bring the benefits of IEEE to each and every student volunteer. Obviously, it's very hard to reach out to all student members, but at least if you can reach out to more than 75%, that is amazing. No, they will definitely try to continue the membership, and we can uplift them, and we can see the outcome. Why? Because if the students get some job opportunities out of us, as Kasim sir rightly mentioned previously, we will give opportunities to the students. We will try to, I that time also I tried to give opportunities to the students, and most of them, they try to make use of that. Though they explore the opportunities, they volunteer, they come up with a positive yes in their mind, and those people will get more and more opportunities, and unknowingly these student volunteers will grow. Indirectly they will grow. As I know previously, it's very difficult to evaluate them, their professional or soft skills, but their technical skills, their soft skills, their leadership skills, that grows like anything indirectly if you involve in these kind of professional activities. So involved in student branch, that's what I learned. Initial days when I worked the student branch, involved in student branch, right, start from the fundamental activities, very small activities for the student members, be part of that. Gradually you enlarge that, rather than coming and initially starting to coordinate kind of activities. You start from the home, from the ground level. That helps you a lot. This is what I learned from student branch activities. That's really amazing.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. And sir, now I would like to ask Kasim sir. Sir, being the most senior experienced IEEE veteran, we would like to hear your motivation to join IEEE.
Thank you, Aditya. And motivation to join IEEE was the formation of IEEE student branch at TKM College of Engineering in 1986. And as all of us know, our Kerala section was formed as an independent section in 1983, and the first student branch was at College of Engineering, Trivandrum, the second on NIT Calicut, the third on QSAT, and the fourth and fifth at TKM and NSS College of Engineering on the same day. It got approved on 26 November 1986. this NSS College of Engineering Palakkad as well as TKM College of Engineering got approved on the same day. And I joined on 1st November 1986, and that means no, at that time to join IEEE as a member, we have to fill up a hard copy of application form. Then we have to take the membership dues in US dollars from a nationalized bank. At that time, it was the State Bank of India, the foreign currency section, and we had to go there. We had to take the US dollar check for the membership dues. Then it is to be forwarded to New York at the headquarters by airmail. So my professor and our head of department, late Professor N.K. Rajagopalan, he was the first counselor of TKM College of Engineering student bank, and he asked me to join IEEE. Then there were 3 other faculty members also joined. One is Dr. K.V. Purushothaman. Now he is a life senior member, my professor at TKM. Then another Dr. E.K. Bas, and one more was there. So totally we were 5 from TKM College of Engineering in 1986. And I still remember the journey we made along with Professor N.K. Rajagopalan to attend the annual general meetings at Trivandrum. Then, so that was the inspiration. That is the beginning of IEEE student branch, TKM College of Engineering. In 1986, then the requirement came, and my HOD asked me to join IEEE, and I know, as now these days we cannot search into IEEE and get details in Google search, and such things were not there. Some pamphlets were there. He gave it to me. Then the membership application was there. I filled up and I gave the money corresponding to that membership dues, and I became a member. And in 1988, I was given the charge of the student branch at TKMCE when he was elevated to the student activity committee chair of Kerala section. Then I was the counselor for 4 years, and we conducted a very good event, namely National Science and Technology Meet in 1989, and we bagged the outstanding student branch award, the outstanding student branch chair award, and the outstanding student branch counselor award for the 89-90 activities. And so that was a memorable occasion for me and my student branch and our team. That recognition. No, we conducted a lot of events, and this National Science and Technology Meet was a 1-week program comprising of 4 national seminars and lot of activities. Okay, so from there I begin my IEEE activities as a volunteer of IEEEs, and there was a break in between for me. Then the IEEE student, I went abroad for 5 years. Then I came back, and I saw that the IEEE student branch was no more in TKM at that time. No, in 2002 I came back, and the student branch was dormant, as now we are seeing some 10 are dormant. Then as part of our TKMC, I was also an alumnus of TKM College of Engineering, and I did my PG from College of Engineering Trivandrum. And the Golden Jubilee celebration of TKM College was held in 2008. And at that time, I had a feeling that I should reactivate the student branch of TKMC. And then I started working and adding student members at TKMC. And then TKMC became a vibrant again. And now you can see that it is one among the first 5 in Kerala section in membership count and activities across Kerala. And so that began. So 2008 and 2009, I was again the counselor of TKMC student branch, and then the chair, Mr. Shashi PM. He asked me, can you be the chair of Power and Energy Society Kerala chapter for 2010? Then I said, okay. I joined Power and Energy Society. I became the chair, and I was the chair for 4 years. And now Power and Energy Society is the #1 in world ranking in membership count and activities because of the continuous effort that we made for that. And After that, I was the Student Activities Committee chair for 2 years in 2014 and 15. And I was a professional member. I was an executive committee member of Kerala section from 2010 onwards, and now presently the vice chair of Kerala section. And so my membership, total membership in IEEE is 20 years of membership in IEEE. And there, as I said, there was a break in between for me also. But from 2010 onwards, I was a strong volunteer of IEEE. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience. I'm pretty sure all of us, your story was definitely motivational for all of us. So now that concludes the interactive forum. Over to Rima.
Thank you, Neil and Aditya. Encouragement, enthusiasm, excellence are a few of the major aspects of this organization, with an object of encouraging the spirit of research and innovations. Nothing could be more far-reaching to this region's future than the task that has been assigned to us, and we must not fail. From what I've seen and learned here, I have the confidence that together we'll all participate in leading the way to new grounds. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time and patience. We are extremely honored and privileged to have you all here today. Furthermore, we appreciate the valuable time and patience you have shown here today. Additionally, I would like to thank our guests for giving their valuable time to add colors to our event. Finally, I would love to thank my team for their hard work in arranging this event. Coming to the end of the day, we wish you every happiness, prosperity, and peace. Thank you.
So thank you all. Thank you, team, and thank you, entire participants.
Thank you all. And